Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my very first Sunday Reset Marathon. If you are not new to my channel, a lot of this is going to be super familiar because I put together a bunch of videos from the past couple of months to make one longer video to give you that ultimate cleaning motivation. I put some decorating in here, some dinner ideas, some cleaning, organizing, all of the above. I also decided to keep my original voiceovers for every video that I put in this video. So if you hear more than one intro, don't worry about it. It's just the original audio. Anyway, let's get started. Welcome back to another Sunday Reset. I actually did not film this one on a Sunday, but since it is coming out Sunday, I thought I would call it that anyway. And it's pretty good motivation for a Sunday at home if you want to get things done. Keeping it simple with a pot roast tonight. I'm going to season my roast and then I'm going to sear it on both sides, and then after I sear it, I'm going to put it into the crock pot, add veggies and more seasonings, and let it cook all day long.
Don't have to do anything. The scent of skin is strong enough. Huddle a little bit closer, babe. Let's see if I can warm you up. Oh, babe, snuggle, baby. Oh, babe, snuggle, baby. Don't stop, this is my favorite part. Hold me like it's out of style. Imagination is running wild. Eternity is in your smile. Oh, babe, snuggle, babe.
We're starting off in the kitchen. As always, I'm getting dishes out of the dishwasher so that I can reload it throughout the day and just getting the kitchen in order. So let's get started.
War is a four-letter word. Trust yourself and you get hurt. Tell yourself it's so absurd. Four-letter words, four-letter words. I hate it when you're like this. You never get excited. Get struck by lightning. Don't hide it, no. Don't hide it, no. Soulless man, do you feel it? Love hurts more when you're in it, yeah. Gravity at its limit, at its limit.
I'm going to be using this Lysol all-purpose spray. I'm going to spray it in the sink and let it sit for a few minutes since we were working with raw meat over here. So I like to spray it in the sink and then come back to it, rinse it out, and then start washing my dishes. The rest of my countertops, I'm using my new favorite scent by Mrs. Meyer's called Fall Leaves. I love this stuff. If I see it again, I'm definitely going to get some more. This is something that I would use year round. If you see this, pick it up.
Anyway, yeah, 'cause it's a maze every day. I hate it when you're like this. You never get excited. Did you get struck by lightning? Don't hide it, no. Don't hide it, no. Soulless man, do you feel it? Love hurts more when you're in it. Tried so hard to let go, writing poetry and rhymes just to get you off my mind. It's either yes or it's no. I'm not a yo-yo on a string that you flip and twist and swing. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, second guessing your words, 'cause you choke right when I see that you're all I really need. But if I'm honest, I know this whole thing has been a sign that I'm running out of time. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, you don't get everything you like, yeah. You don't get everything you like, yeah, 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 yeah. No.
I'm gonna vacuum the living room one more time. Our sofa is being delivered today and I'm so excited. And then I'm gonna vacuum a little bit around the table and then start on a little bit of laundry.
I didn't know the love was war. Then I saw you coming at me. Somebody that I used to know, somehow you're my enemy. I don't wanna fight no more. Origami on the floor, breaking stuff that's so sentimental. Push and pull is all we do. Life is hollow without you. Ooh, without you, without you.
So I try to do at least one load of laundry a day. The clothes you saw hanging to dry were from yesterday, so I put those in my basket to be folded and put away for later on. And then today I'm going to be doing white towels, so I'm going to throw those in the washing machine with some baking soda, a little bit of laundry sanitizer. My washing machine holds 50 ounces of detergent, so that's already preloaded in there, so I don't have to worry about that.
Damaged.
Look at our pot roast that we put in the slow cooker earlier today. I never showed you guys it plated, but it was so good. Moving on to the office, I'm coming in here to dust and tidy up a little bit. It is the first room you see when you walk through the front door, so I need to at least kind of keep it together. I do have a plan on what I want this room to look like. I definitely want a new desk and chair and a desk lamp and maybe a new rug. I'm not sure about that yet, but I definitely want to change up the vibe a little bit in here and make this a small little project in the future. Right now we haven't put much thought into this room. As you can see, the printer is on the floor. We have like pictures back there just leaned against the wall, so we'll get it together soon.
Truth is, I'm scared, cause when I see you coming, all I wanna do is tell you that I love you. I know you're better off without me, cause your tears stain eyes make it dark out when you're around me. Like a needle lost in the sand, the ink dried in my hand. It's unthinkable. Like a bird that never learned to fly, I shouldn't ask you to try. It's unthinkable. But with me, since you wanna leave it there, I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah, you said I'm out of second chances, and I know that I'm not perfect, and this probably sounds really selfish, but I hate that I'm not with you. I just wish that I could tell you that my this time is the truth. I lost your trust, I understand, but do I have to be that man? It's unthinkable. But loving you was easy. See, when it was just you and me. Since you wanna leave it there, I'll pick up the pieces. Yeah. Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Do you think about me? It was easy. Do you think about me? It was you and me. Do you think about me? Do you think about me? Are you thinking about me? Calling you up at 2 in the morning, but you don't wanna talk, you don't wanna bother. Yeah, so I took another shot, let my brain do the walking. I don't wanna be your friend, I want something.
This area of the house is still very questionable. We still have things hanging around that we need to find a home for. The kids have their little desk and art stuff up here as well. You can't really see it, but I'm still trying to figure out what I really want to do with this area. I want it to look really nice, and I also want it to be functional. So yeah, we'll figure that out later.
Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You haven't changed, you stayed the same. But if you did, I'd still love you anyway. I'd give you the world like I promised I would.
In case you're wondering, this is the Bissell Power Fresh Vac and Steam Mop. So it vacuums and steams your floors at the same time, and I love it. It's super easy to use. All you need is water, and what I showed you guys, it's pretty much like scented water that I put in there, but I don't really notice too much of a scent. We bought it when we first moved here a couple months ago, and it's been one of my favorite things that we purchased cleaning wise. I'll find it and link this down below in case you want to check it out.
Posting pictures on the gram so other people know that we're more than friends. Ever since you came around, I've never been sober, always in my head. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me down. But sometimes you can't handle your emotions, and I guess that's okay. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back to who I used to be. So if you ever leave me, promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Promise you won't let me drown. Yeah. Oh, let me drown. Oh, no. Met you at a time when I was so low. Went from just talking to taking you home. I don't wanna go back.
I'm not gonna play hard to get through. I'm not gonna say I'm loving you too. I'm not gonna stay, gotta be alone. Let's talk, meet me at the avenue. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter what.
Starting off in the boys' room, I initially came in here to get their bedding into the washing machine so it can be nice and clean for the week, but then I started to clean up their room. They are pretty good about cleaning up their room when I ask them to, but I remembered I needed to vacuum in here, so I just went ahead and did it myself, and then I am going to put away their clean laundry.
When I shut my feelings down, you look at me like I'm different. Still you stay 'cause you feel something.
So with my Sunday resets, they're never the same each week. It just depends on what went on that week or what's going on the following week. I may have skipped over a couple of loads of laundry that I need to catch up on. I do like to do bedding on Sundays, but that doesn't always happen. I like to go do a little bit of grocery shopping. That doesn't always happen on Sundays, but for the most part, I do like to do it on Sundays. Some other things you might see me rotate into my Sunday reset routines is sanitizing devices, deep cleaning appliances, cleaning out my fridge, restocking the pantry, and meal prepping.
Hard working every day. I'm stressed out 24/7, babe. No timeouts. Wish we could fly away. You and I go to our favorite place. Oh yeah. Make special memories together. I'll be your company now and forever. I say we fly away. You and me go to our favorite place. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you summer breeze, some fresh air to put my mind at ease. No cares. You wanna come with me and you go to our favorite tree. Are you ready now? We jump on a plane now, we're taking away. Yeah, we're taking away. Don't hesitate now, we're taking away. Yeah, we're taking away. We'll never come down, we're going away. Yeah, we're going away, you and me. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. We won't ever come down, we won't ever come down low. Running from a ghost town where we never feel high, just low. We won't ever come down, we won't ever come down low. Feeling the sun on my face in Hawaii. With you, Hawaii. With you.
All right, so I'm listening to one of my favorite new artists that I recently found on TikTok. I wish I can play his music on my videos, you guys. I get a lot of compliments on the music on all of my videos, so thank you guys for that. Finding good music to play on YouTube videos is kind of hard, but it's also one of my favorite parts of editing.
Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my mind. Don't wanna say goodbye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now. Yeah, I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. I don't really know anymore how to be more than your friend. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. Early mornings in your dome, I'll be sneaking out the door while the sun rises. Cause I ain't got the time, yeah, can't tell another lie. And baby, I know you want more than this, but you know I can't afford your kiss. So I'm staying for the night, but then I gotta say goodbye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now. I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. I don't really know anymore how to be more than your friend. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in. Yeah. Oh baby, I don't know. I think I'm scared of falling, and I really don't know how to feel again. Yeah, I don't really know anymore how to feel something again. Think I'm just scared of falling. Don't wanna go all in.
Moving on to our upstairs TV room. You guys know we just got our sofa delivered for our downstairs living room, and we still don't have a TV down there, so for the most part we are hanging out a lot up here and watching movies and things, so this room can definitely get really messy real quick. We're also really thinking about what we want to do in this room as far as decorating it, making it a little bit more cozy. We're thinking about painting in here like a dark color, hanging up some dark curtains. We want to find something to put on the wall above the couch. So I think the first step is to create some kind of mood board that we can all agree on and just go from there.
Bad little flex, she wanna know me. I stay low key, body on 10, make
make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should ride on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck.
If you haven't been using this fabric sanitizer, I don't know where you've been, but this stuff is a lifesaver. It is literally the bomb. So I just spray it on accent pillows, parts of your couch that you can't wash, and just things that you can't easily throw in the washing machine. It sanitizes it and it smells good.
I'm feeling like your man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily. Baddest in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the loan. I be counting stacks while they grow. Yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all up. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good.
So I took a quick trip to the grocery store just so I can get a few things that I needed for some recipes for this week. I am going to be going back maybe tomorrow or the next day to get everything else I need for this week. It just had to be a really quick trip because the kids get off the bus soon, so I needed to be back for that. But I'm going to show you guys what I got.
Some things we didn't mean, but thought that we could figure this one out. Hate the fact that I left.
So I definitely have 2 meals planned already. I usually try to plan all of my meals for the week, but I didn't do that today. 2 pounds of ground turkey. I'm going to be making teriyaki turkey bowls with rice. I'm going to use this teriyaki sauce, and I actually know how to make teriyaki sauce from scratch, but I'm going to be doing it easy this week. Got a bunch of berries and some fresh tilapia that I'm going to be making tonight, so stick around for that recipe. And some carrots that I'm going to be chopping up when I make my teriyaki bowls. I got some parsley for the fish for tonight, some mini apples, some oranges, the lemon is for the fish, and I got that broccoli for the teriyaki bowls.
My heart, oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. 'Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you.
A million people in the crowd, but I only see your face in all the lights. And as the bass keep pounding on me, baby, I really wanna make you mine. I don't really care about love. I don't really care about happy ever afters. Something about you gives me hope. Something about you, yeah. When the sun goes down and the night sky's falling, do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause
Time to get started on dinner, and I have the easiest baked fish recipe to share with you guys, and it's pretty healthy, so get out your pen and paper and write this one down. I'm gonna start by dicing some onions and tomatoes.
And as the ocean is surrounding me, baby, I'm sure we love.
So you have to get the parsley that comes in this tube, and since I had 4 large pieces of fish, I ended up using the entire tube. You're gonna stir in a good amount of minced garlic and set it to the side. As far as your fish, you're gonna drizzle it with whatever oil you choose, avocado oil or olive oil, and then salt and pepper.
Down and the night sky's falling. Do you believe in one-time lovers? 'Cause deep inside of my wildest dreams.
Now you're gonna take your parsley mixture and you're gonna go heavy on each piece of fish. That's why I said I actually ended up using that entire tube. I had to keep making more of this paste. So you're gonna spoon it onto the top of your fish. The 2 on the right are for the kids, so you won't see as many toppings on those as you would the first 2. And once you put all your parsley down, then you're gonna add your tomatoes, your onions. I added some crushed red pepper to me and Brandon's, and then I also added some crispy jalapenos, which I'll show you guys in a minute. If you don't want to use the crispy jalapenos, you can definitely use those crispy onions. Those are really good on there as well. You're going to top each piece of fish with some fresh lemon juice, and then you're going to cover it, cook it for 20 minutes. After your 20 minutes are up, uncover it and cook it 5 extra minutes, and you are done. It is so good. I actually made some Spanish rice and broccoli to go with it, and the kids loved it. They ate every bit of this, and it's just really good, trust me. Here it is. For the main chunk of this video, we're going to be focusing on creating an inviting space in our guest bedroom. We ordered this bed a while back and it came a couple weeks ago. It's a really pretty and sturdy black metal bed. We got it from Living Spaces, and we just hung up our curtains in here. These are like an off-white curtain, and we hung them all the way up to the ceiling. This is the smallest room in the house and it's shaped really awkward, so we're gonna work with what we have without overdoing it in here, but still creating a cozy, warm, and inviting space.
So close your eyes. Do you feel the same? Only thing that matters without change. I will let you into my mind.
So obviously we did some shopping, and I could not pass up this nightstand that I found at Home. It has additional surface space at the top that you can pull out, and then there's a drawer at the bottom along with a little shelf for baskets. I found this lamp that I thought would be perfect for this room. I got that from Target. And speaking of Target, the majority of the bedding that's in here is from there, except for 2 of the accent pillows.
These are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
So the blanket is definitely a little wrinkled, but I am going to hit it with the steamer before our guests arrive. But I'm going to go with this as my base, as it is going to be getting cold during the fall and winter. I thought it was perfect. It's an off-white color with black trim, and it's perfect to layer to add a little bit more warmth. So this blanket is so nice, you guys. It's actually meant for the foot of your bed, so it lays perfectly. It is reversible, at least that's how I'm going to be using it, but you'll see me play around with it to see how I ended up layering all of this. And I figured out that I do like the knit blanket on first, and then that reversible blanket on top.
Stop the clocks, the bees are humming in between the contrasts of our souls.
So if you've been keeping up with my home updates videos, some of these things may look familiar to you. Starting with this picture, I got this from Hobby Lobby along with my little 4-foot myrtle plant. I'm going to be decorating this little corner in the guest bedroom. I got this planter from Home Goods years ago, and I'm just going to stuff it with some old paper that we had laying around just to give my plant a little bit more height.
It's like I waited all my life, so happy that I found you on paper thin. I haven't always been this shy, but haven't felt this in a while now. So sad when we are apart. If you leave, you break my heart. I need you to need me too. Stay with me when it's getting dark. Hold me tight, close in your arms. I want you to want me too. Why is it so hard to just be honest?
I'm not too worried about the fingerprints on the TV because we are going to be replacing this one with a newer one and then mounting it on the wall to free up some space.
Be honest when I want this. Maybe you want it too. So I just need to tell you. I just need to tell you. See the sun.
Wasn't happy with just that long lumbar pillow on the bed. I just felt like it was missing something. So I found these two reversible throw pillows at Walmart, and I love how luxurious they feel. They feel super expensive. I think they were only $17 a piece. I'm gonna hit it with my fabric sanitizer. Love this stuff. It smells so good. And obviously it sanitizes, so it's perfect for throw pillows. I'm gonna add this smaller lumbar pillow I already had. I think I got this from Home Goods years ago.
Saw you paint a picture of a face, a face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love.
Next day, I need to do some cleaning in the kitchen, and I'm gonna start with my air fryer. I need to give it a really good clean without scrubbing it to death because I am scared I might damage it. So let me show you guys what I do. As you can see, I have some things stuck in my air fryer. This was from earlier today, and I haven't done this in a while, so I definitely need to give it a deep clean. So you're pretty much just gonna take some baking soda, sprinkle it in along with some Dawn dish soap and some steaming hot water. This time I'm gonna be trying out vinegar in here. Not sure how that's gonna work out, but I'm gonna be trying it out. But the three main ingredients is the baking soda, the Dawn dish soap, and hot water. You're gonna let that sit for at least 30 minutes, do some other things, and then come back to it, and everything should fall right out. I'm also going to clean the inside of my air fryer with my Windex with vinegar. Just going to give it a few good sprays and wipe it down. So it's definitely time for me to wipe down the cabinets and drawers in our kitchen and pantry. I've only done this like one time since we moved in, especially for the amount of times that we cook in the kitchen. All that grease and grime kind of build up a little bit. So I'm gonna give it a good wipe down. I'm using my Mrs. Meyer's and just a regular microfiber cloth. So this next hack is a really good alternative to the Scrub Daddy Power Paste. So you're going to take some baking soda and some Dawn dish soap and create a paste. You can use this on your appliances. I'm going to use it on my sink, but I thought I would go ahead and show you guys. I've used this a couple times in some older videos. I haven't done it in a while, but I still thought I would share it with you guys. Like I said, your dishwasher, your fridge, your oven, your stove, your sink. I like to use it in my sink because I can just easily rinse it out and it makes everything nice and shiny.
I tried so hard to let go, writing poetry and rhymes just to get you off my mind. It's either yes or it's no. I'm not a yo-yo on a string that you flip and twist and swing. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, second guessing your words.
And you guys know the drill. I have to put a load of laundry in the wash machine at least every other day, if not every day, so I don't get backed up on laundry. I like to separate everything into darks, colors, and whites, and then I just choose the largest load out of the three and put that in the wash machine.
You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, you don't get everything you like, yeah. You don't get everything you like, yeah, 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 yeah. No. I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, I'm not gonna vibe tonight. You don't get everything you like, 'cause I'm not ready. If I'm not ready, maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late.
I'm so tired of these late night talks, saying things that we don't mean, that we regret in the morning. Yeah, I just wish we could open up, be a little more honest. This is getting exhausting. Yeah, can't do one more night of having to sleep on the sofa. I just wanna figure it out now before it's over. I don't wanna pack my things and be ready to let you go, to let you go. But maybe it's too late to figure it out, to make it through. Maybe it can't wait, maybe it's time, maybe we're doomed. I try to pull you closer, 'cause I don't wanna go yet. But maybe it's too late to figure it out, to make it through. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Try to pull you closer, 'cause I don't wanna go yet. But maybe it's too late to figure it out, to make it through. I don't know why it's so damn hard being there for each other and showing you my true colors. Yeah, I don't know why it's difficult.
So I made these memory boxes for the boys a couple years ago, and it's been a lifesaver. I have a folder for every grade in each of their boxes, and I like to keep their school pictures, report cards, artwork, things that I know I want to keep forever in there. I use my Cricut to create their names on the front of their box, and this also helps with the amount of stuff that you keep and toss, because obviously the boxes aren't that big. It helps you to pick and choose the things that you really want to keep.
Try to pull you closer, 'cause I don't wanna go yet, but maybe it's too late to figure it out, to make it through. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it can wait. Maybe it's time. Maybe we're doomed. Try to pull you closer, 'cause I don't wanna go yet, but maybe it's too late to figure it out, to make it through. Maybe it's too late.
We had a hole cut out in the back of their closet when we first moved in, and now that's all patched up so I can put their drawers back in their closet, and then I'm just going to put away some of their laundry.
Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late. Maybe it's too late.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the ties, but I would never, ever, ever would have believed them. No reason. Sometimes the truth is hard to see, but now the never, ever, ever seem to be over. I saw her, so I'm happy I got freed. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. Should've known by your rap sheet that you were.
So tonight I'm making chicken fried rice. This is something that I always have the right ingredients for, or so I thought. But if you love fried rice, this recipe is for you, because not only is it super good, it's really, really simple. I'm using chicken in this recipe, but obviously you can use whatever protein you like. I cubed up close to 2 pounds of chicken thighs for this recipe, and I'm adding in soy sauce, paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and some cornstarch. Mix it all together. And we are going to be making the chicken semi-crispy this time, so you're going to put some oil in a pan and cook it maybe 3 to 4 minutes on each side until it's brown. While the chicken is cooking, I'm going to clean as I go. I always do this. I can't stand having a huge pile of dishes at the end of the night when I'm done cooking. Comment down below if you like to clean as you go when you're cooking. I definitely have to do it, and I definitely recommend filling your sink up with some hot soapy water so that you can go ahead and knock all of those pots and pans and mixing bowls out of the way, or just anything that doesn't go in the dishwasher. So I thought I had peas and carrots in my freezer, but turns out we had corn, carrots, and asparagus. I highly recommend carrots and peas for your fried rice, but I'm gonna work with what I have. I definitely didn't plan on putting asparagus and corn in my fried rice, but it turned out really good. So here's your last round of ingredients you're going to need for this recipe. You're going to need some eggs. I highly recommend 2 to 3 eggs. I only had 1. And then sesame oil, browning seasoning, which you don't need that one. You're going to need soy sauce and your vegetables. When your chicken is finished cooking, you're going to take it out of the pan and set it to the side. You're going to add your frozen vegetables, cook that for a few minutes, and then you're going to add in your eggs. So once your eggs and vegetables are finished cooking, you're going to add in maybe 2.5 cups of rice. I just eyeball it. And then once you add your rice, you're going to add in your sesame oil, your browning seasoning, soy sauce. I eyeball all of that. And then you're going to add your chicken back in and you're finished. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.